For many years now, I'm doing streaming. I like it because I can discover new music every day. With Tidal suggested that I have every day 10 tracks, my playlists get larger and larger. So to address this, I went for a trip with the DACs, and I've had like 3 or 4 DACs within last year, and now I have T+A DAC 200, which I like very much, and I'm doing the upsample using Roon and HQ Player directly when I stream from Tidal to DSD 512. And for many years now, I always said, okay, I'll try that turntable one day. But that day never came. My experience with turntable is that I've heard great sounding systems and presentations with the turntables, and I've heard way more of crappy compressed sound that was really awful and only had like mid-range and vintage sound, and it really sucked. I remember at one of the audio show that one of our dealers brought in his analog setup and he said, okay, I can help you out guys, and we can listen to this turntable. And the system was extremely expensive. The cartridge was like 20,000 euro, the turntable was like 50, and the cables and preamps and everything, it was like 100k bucks in analog setup. And I remember I left the room for, just to grab a coffee. And when I came back, somebody switched to that turntable. I'm not sure if that was a case of a track, of a LP, but it was so unimpressive with the sound. I instantly switched to streaming. That time I used like Raspberry Pi streamer that I've built. And it was night and day with the Lampizator DAC. So yeah, it was like very salty because I would never switch to that system, although it was like 100k with a cheap streamer based on Raspberry Pi. So yeah, I never had this need to try the turntable because it's so much hassle. It's, you have to think about cartridge, preamps, and then, which cartridge and what setup, and you can't listen to them as easily as you can do with the headphones, for example, or the loudspeakers. You have to set up every cartridge, so it's like, it's a hassle. But our employees wanted to get a turntable, so I said, okay, I'll buy one, and then, I'll try it, I'll test it. So yeah, I went for the entry-level turntable, the Pro-Ject Debut EVO 2 in white gloss finish. And I didn't even listen to it. I just said in my local hi-fi store, Corey's in Poznań here, yeah, just order me one, I'll test it and have it here. So I brought it in, I put it on, unboxed it, everything was set up, and yeah, I just checked the weight to set the proper pressure on the cartridge, and I played it. Apparently, I've got surprised because I didn't expect the sound to be so vivid. I expected it to be richer and denser, but maybe not as good with the dynamics, with openness, with resolution. But instantly, I noticed that I don't even switch back to the streaming. I have like 20 records now, and I bought some time ago, knowing that one day I'll try the turntable. So yeah, I played the same tracks on the turntable and on the streamer. And let me tell you, even though this is like 10k setup with streaming, I prefer 1k turntable. The sound quality on the well-recorded record is stunning. For $1,000 or euro, you get so much fun and so much better sound. It's not only denser, but in my opinion, it gets at least the same level of dynamics. I love dynamic, punchy, quick sound, and I didn't lose any of what the DAC offers, but the level of organicness and lower mid-range pump is definitely way better than with the streaming. And the T+A with the DSD 512 upsampling is a very rich and organic sounding DAC. I've had Holo May KTE here, I've had like some Denafrips, I've had the Live Harmony DAC, which is also very organic sounding DAC. Well, they can't match the analoginess, you know, this analoginess that everybody talk about of that turntable. So for $1,000, I'm really impressed, and you guys know probably that I'm not gonna stop here and I'm gonna explore this subject further. I already have the balanced turntable from Pro-Ject coming to me, so I'll borrow it from Coris as well, and some balanced preamp, because I'm a huge fan of balanced connection, and I find the XLR always to be more dynamic, more present, more room filling, and the dynamic contrasts are amazing with that. And I'll compare the balanced turntable later on to some really high-end stuff that more often than not 95–99% of turntables you can get are single-ended. So my question is like $2,000 balanced Pro-Ject will be better or worse than like $10,000 single-ended turntable? Of course, there's always a cartridge and things like that, but nevertheless, I'm really absolutely impressed with the turntable. And if you're a streaming guy, if you're like a CD guy, and you know, you're an audiophile, so probably you're just sitting around and thinking what to change in your system, and if you never ever considered the turntable, I highly encourage you to get one, because it's so much fun and so much new experiences. So now I will play you a sample. The same tracks, 2 tracks from the turntable, the vinyl, and from my streamer DAC combo. And if you're a vinyl pro, let me know in the comment which turntable do you find the best, and what's your setup, and what tips and tricks do you recommend, because I'm a turntable rookie and I'm looking forward to some experience and wisdom in that subject. Or what can I do, what can I fix, what can I do, what's the best. So thank you for your comment, and now let's listen to the samples and have a wonderful day.
claims made on the Qualio website are absolutely true. These are the most holographic, three-dimensional layered speakers I've ever heard. They are audiophile speakers. These are high-end speakers. Heck, these can compete easily with speakers in the $30,000 range, and that is no joke. If you like the way these look and you're looking for a high-end sound with clarity, openness, transparency, but also has a foundation from the bass and body to it, but not overdone, and you have this amazing floaty spatial vibe with some recordings, you're going to love these speakers.
Good morning is what she said. Sweet candy before we get out of bed, and good loving to brighten up the day. Just a little something to get you on your way. It's a beautiful life when you love another. A beautiful life when you rediscover a pleasant surprise when you open your eyes and it feels like the first time. It's a beautiful life. Cool water is running over me. Sweet sister, you bring me to my knees, and I'll keep dreaming of you and all that you do to me. It's a beautiful life when you love another. A beautiful life when you rediscover a pleasant surprise when you open your eyes and it feels like the first time. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life. Hey. Good morning is what she said. Sweet candy before we get out of bed, and good loving to brighten up the day. Just a little something you're on your way. It's a beautiful life when you love another. A beautiful life when you rediscover a pleasant surprise when you open your eyes and it feels like the first time. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life. It's a beautiful life.